How you doing? Oh, sorry. Hi, how you doing?
Hello, have a seat.
Christ was no Messiah, he was just a man, found in a tree, an ill-conceived plan.
Greetings, this is Don of the Dead from NUNSLAUGHTER, and this is August 10th, 2020 interview.
There is no God. Humans realize I feel contempt for those who force me to believe.
We are all in Cleveland, Ohio, in the United States. This COVID-19 has really kind of taken a toll this year for everyone in the band. We had a couple of tours set up and a bunch of local shows, but we're going to continue forward and keep writing music, and hopefully 2021 will be better. No new hobbies, just I ride my motorcycle as much as possible and just remodel my house, trying to lay low for now. And as far as bands go, I can't say that I've been listening to any new bands in particular, but I have been enjoying bands in the dungeon synth genre, I guess, which is relatively new to me, but it's good background music. Actually, all the organizers worked pretty well with us. We had a tour of Asia planned, and we were actually going to China and to South Korea, and amongst other places. And it actually came down to just a few days before we were supposed to get on the plane when we ended up canceling the entire tour. It just kept backtracking, like one show dropped, two shows dropped, three shows dropped. And looking back, it was probably a wise decision, because shortly after we made the decision to not go, some of the countries started closing their borders, and some things were implemented here in the United States that we would have had to deal with whenever we got back. So unfortunately, we weren't able to do that tour, but maybe next year. Well, the one that we actually use the most is probably the round logo. We call it a cake logo, but that was drawn by Chris McLean, and he plays in a band called Martrevore, I believe, out of New York. And then most of the other logos, people just saw that we were using different logos, and would draw them and say, use them on a release. And we just as they come in, we use them, but really there's only two that we use on most of the major releases. But I do like different logos and different designs and different artists. So just probably 60 or 70 different artists that drew logos for NUNSLAUGHTER. Lineup changes were pretty regular back when Jim Sadist was in the band. We went through quite a few different people. It was just the two of us, and then we would get people, either hired people to go on tour or play on a certain record. And it didn't really affect the band that much, and that had to do with because Jim Sadist wrote most of the music anyway, so it didn't really matter who we necessarily had played guitar. I like some guitars better than others, but that really didn't affect us. And then after his death, our current guitarist, Noah Tormentor, he he was with the band when we did our last European tour, and he's kind of taken over and spearheaded finding people to play in the band and replacements. And I think he's done a fantastic job. And hopefully, we won't have to replace anybody else, but we'll see. Hopefully, he won't replace me. I don't know if a song is ever necessarily always done. We finish it, but it can always be changed in the future, riffs added, parts lengthened. Recently, it's just kind of we've played or jammed songs, and everybody kind of gives their input, and we look at each other. Yeah, it seems like it's long enough. About 2 minutes is usually what we're shooting for. Some are a little longer. But yeah, I mean, most punk songs are somewhere around 2 and 3 minutes, and that seems to be what we shoot for. There's no solos and long bridges or anything like that. So just kind of a consensus of the band. To preserve the living, you must eat the dead. Working on an 8-track. Hell's and Holy Fire is supposed to come out on an 8-track. That's one that we haven't ventured into yet. I think Shadow Kingdom is going to do it, or at least he got all the materials to do it. I don't know. I'd like to see more music videos for Nunslaughter. It's a image-driven band, a lot of Satanism and fire and hell and all that good stuff. So I'd like to see more videos. That'd be about it. I think the biggest disadvantage is a lot of times you don't actually get to know people and run into them face to face, and people can try to be someone that they're not, and it's a disadvantage to not know who you're actually dealing with, trading with, the type of person they are. There's a lot of anonymity that's available with the internet. The good part of it is, though, back when I was tape trading, it actually was a considerable amount of money to load up a cassette and send it to somebody on the other side of the world and get music from them. And nowadays, probably in the last 10, 15, 20 years, you can just a mouse click and find something that you like or dislike and keep moving along. So it's good and bad. I mean, personally, I like it. So, you can access music that you've never heard before on the other side of the world in seconds. So I think it's a good thing to spread that kind of music and audio terror everywhere.
Nice. Good answer.
I guess it would be more the camaraderie and the ability to be moved by a piece of music or a band or a performer. And for me, a lot of my best memories as a kid growing up was going to see my idols. Going to see, actually, Ozzy Osbourne was my first big concert arena tour, and that was with Motley Crue and Wasted. And getting to see that, and obviously Judas Priest and Dio and Iron Maiden, they were larger than life, and I really never got to meet any of those people, but I think that the camaraderie that I made from my friends in high school that were listening to that kind of music, and people that I met at the shows, and eventually down the line, tape traders, it makes you feel like you have a group of friends worldwide that are all after the next audio recording, and same as you are. So, and I don't think you get that in any other genre. I can't imagine country has that kind of shit. But yeah, that's how I feel. Nunslaughther's got a new album that we finished recording. Just got to do a couple little tweaks and get it mastered. That should come out on Hell's Headbangers in 2021. Obviously, keep your ear and eyes to the underground, because there's always cassettes and EPs and CDs coming out from Nunslaughter. But we have a lot of interesting music planned for 2021, and I hope you will join us.
There is no God. Human